Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal and it helps support the show. What's up, Planeswalkers? Theric 6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Today we're going to be playing some Brawl, and I'm going to be using a deck from Everyday Nude Brawl Deck. Cool person. They got a Twitter account where they post Brawl decks, not every day, because, you know, that's actually difficult. But they post really cool Brawl decks relatively frequently. They have a really cool Aetherhub account. Both of those things will be linked down in the description. And the way I'll be playing Brawl is via arenabrawl.net. This is a fantastic website that people can use to get cool Brawl games in, and I'll show you that in just a second. But the reason I'm using that is because it's not Wednesday. And since it's not Wednesday, there's no way for me to play Brawl. There's no way for me to play Brawl. I can't reiterate enough how there is no way for me to play Brawl. Anyway, before we get into the deck and get into the gameplay, I wanted to talk a little bit about this Game Awards after party, because it sets potential precedent here, and it provides us with some interesting insight into how Wizards might be doing events in the future. Notably, there are Vintage Master cards in here. Cool. There's some Modern Masters cards in here. And then there are cards from random sets. This is from Scourge. It's a random set. It's not from Master Set. It's from Scourge. Cool. This doesn't technically mean that we're going to be seeing all of Vintage Masters, all of Modern Masters, all of Scourge for that matter, in Arena anytime soon. What this does mean, though, is that Wizards is, at the very least, willing and able to put certain cards, just select cards, into Arena in batches at pretty much any time they want, right? This is not something that the players knew about. This just came out of nowhere, right? That's cool. That means potentially, obviously these cards aren't added to the collections, these are just showcased, but potentially we can see Wizards start adding even larger chunks to Historic. You know, we already had Historic Anthologies 1. But it also might kind of show that Wizards is open to printing something like Pioneer Anthologies, right? And if they did sort of Pioneer Masters, I assume that they might actually call it Pioneer Anthologies, because Masters series are not a thing anymore. Then they could do some very interesting things with that. One, a print version of the set could have really important reprints for Pioneer. Cool, sure. But if you tie it in with Arena, then you can have people who buy the print version get cosmetics or something in Arena, where you get special avatars, card backs, and or card styles. Fantastic integration. You got people buying a product online and in paper. Cool stuff. The fact that they're willing to put in some interesting cards, I think is pretty good for the game. Now, of note, I don't think any of these are actually like super different, right? None of these are super difficult to implement, right? This is cycling. We had cycling with Amonkhet. I think, yeah, there were triggers on cycling in Amonkhet. This is just a mana rock. This is just removal, right? There's not a ton of interesting, crazy things. This is just like a universal buff, which isn't, I assume, too difficult to code into the game, but it shows that Wizards might be willing to do some interesting things. So we're going to get into the deck, and as again, this is done by Everyday, a new Brawl deck. Cool person, should totally check him out on Twitter. This is a Rienne deck. It's Rienne BD. It's NBDs for new Brawl deck, whatever. But this is kind of just a multicolored creature deck. I did make some changes to the deck. Last time I used one of their decks, I don't think I changed anything. This time I made a couple of changes. Many of them are Cough Cough Field of the Dead, because I'm a greedy man. I threw in a Johnny's, I threw in Outlaws, and I did add Divine Visitation because I wanted to make the deck a little bit more token heavy, or have some sort of different benefit for tokens, because a lot of these tokens, some of these tokens are multicolored, but a lot of them are just single color, white tokens. So I figured I would go with that. This deck doesn't have that many creatures to really work with Rienne's second ability, but it's not too bad. And as usual, I'm not going to go through all of the cards, because I don't want to. For what it's worth, I'm just going to call them NBD. I'm just going to call them New Brawl Deck. NBD does decent write-ups on their Aetherhub account, which is actually why the last time I posted a video using their deck, I didn't make my own Aetherhub list for that deck, right? Because I told them, I was like, hey, I used your deck in a video. I could technically just like post it on my Aetherhub account, but I told them, feel free to grab that, post it on yours, because he has a full write-up, right? I assume it's a guy. Statistically speaking, it's probably a guy. They make a good write-up, and I want people who see the video to also see the write-up if they want to make this deck, because they can know kind of the mindset that went into the creation. So we're going to play this, and the way we're going to do that is by using there we go, arenabrawl.net. I have like my tabs hidden and stuff, but it's arenabrawl.net. Essentially, it's Reddit, Twitter, Aetherhub, YouTube, this. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Literally, you get to see how many people are online, you see how many people are playing standard versus historic Brawl, and you can easily just standard historic. I'm going to queue for standard Brawl, because that's what this deck is. I put in my player name from this here, and then I just do find a game. And it has like a normal queue. Jesus Christ, it has a sound effect that I did not realize, which I can actually just, there's some way to mute, I don't remember. I'm just going to accept it, that's fine. What? Oops. Find game. Oh. I don't know what happened. It's in beta, as you can see there. There's still some kinks to work out, but I really should make it so that sound is not as sharp. But it's in beta. I'm actually going to tell. I'm in communication with these folks over on. That is very hard to copy. No, I just want the name. I just want the name. I'm going to grab the name by pressing this button. There we go. Name too big. Control C. But this is valuable information, and all I did was I did a good old-fashioned Control C, Control V, chucked it in here, press play, click finished, and bada bing, bada boom, we're in a game. Right? That's not all that much longer than a normal queue. There's some extra hoops, extra steps, but still, absolutely reasonable. This hand, though, is probably not. This can maybe get a land, but we have a free mulligan, so we're going to take that. We take this. We don't have white, but Goose can give us white. I'm definitely going to keep this. I don't know. I'll end up goosing first. Oh, cool, we got white. So I think I'm going to goose next turn. I might just Huatley's Raptor just for a 2/3 vigilance creature. How do I mute this tab? Mute site. There we go. So I muted the tab. Oh, hero, even better. So we're going to go ahead and play this, play hero out, and then next turn, we can play both of these. Or some might say, both of these. Let's see, land. Yeah, we don't be on 4. So on 5, we can play Tome, and then we can play this the following turn. So let's see if our opponent has removal for our stuff. They could have something like Ritual of Soot, although I doubt a deck like this will. This deck typically has some sacrifice things. Oh, Rankle. I think I'm going to have to sack my Gilded Goose, but that's fine. Because after I sack my Gilded Goose, I will have enough to do more stuff. The only issue is that this does delay my Tome a little bit. But I think I'm fine with them. Even if they force a discard, I think I'm fine. Now, obviously, you might be in situations where the people you match up with in this random stuff, they might be playing decks that aren't fun. You can still just concede. There's no issue there. Oh, they just had me draw. Well, I don't hate that. Thanks, friend. So I am going to... I think just play a Plains Raptor, get a dude. I don't have anything to proliferate, that's fine. Riz, get a dude. Seeing just the Rankle does make me think that my opponent might have a board wipe. And if they do, that does suck. But next turn, as long as my Goose lives, which my Goose hopefully lives. Gosh, Cryolic Grenade would suck. But if my Goose does live, then I can play Tome. Can play out Tome. Okay, that's fine. Followed by a Rienne. I don't know if it's Rienne. And it's Rienne. Ah. Yum. Drinking out of a big glass bottle. I assume they don't attack. Ooh. J'aime beaucoup. Cool, cool. Next turn I'll start drawing cards with my creatures. Well, literally no reason to attack here. Riz can start doubling up my tokens. Riz is a really cool ability. Each creature token you control, create a copy. Essentially you double your creature tokens. Pretty cool. It is 6 mana plus Riz, but also some people say like it's probably Reese. It's probably technically Reese the Redeemed, but they should have made his name easier to say. Says the man whose name is Theric 6. So I do need to stomp my grounds. Pay for that. Play this. Get some sweet triggers. I'm stupid. I didn't have to do that. I could have done this. It's fine. Whatever. I can actually just attack here with Wally's Raptor and be fine with it. Because it would go back to my hand. And they would lose a creature. I'm down with that. I lost 2 life when I shouldn't have, but that's fine. Next turn I'll be on, so I'm on 6. Next turn I'll be on potentially 7. Can't technically, well, no, I do want to be on 7, so I'll be playing Castle Embereth so I can use Riz and play Outlaw's Merriment. Merriment I think is slightly better here. Even though I don't get like the benefit from like Aurelia dying or putting value on Rienne, it's fine. So we're in a decent spot. Mana situation is relatively similar. You know, our opponent hasn't been missing on mana too much. I now can block their Rankle profitably. Yeah, so it does look like they need more mana than they've been getting. So that is the situation. It looks like they're gonna kill Rienne. That's totally fine. I'm just gonna yeet her into the command zone, I suppose. Can technically cast her again. Do I want to? It's a good question. Do want to do that. Now I have Amara. So she costs 7, so it'd be my entire turn. Or I can cast Amara into Outlaws. That is not true. I don't have sufficient... Oh, I do. I keep forgetting that. So yeah, I'm going to do this. Okay. And I'm just going to cast Outlaws and do a Rugged Highlands. Yeah. And we're just drawing cards. We're going to play the Highlands. Not one of these. Not really a reason for me to attack with anyone just yet. It's interesting. Hilariously, his ability is now kind of trash, because it's just, like, worse than Riz. Reese? Probably should say Reese. I think it's supposed to be Reese. Opponent has 2, 4, 6 mana. My board gets wiped. Kind of sad, but the Tome really helps. The Tome plus the Outlaw's Merriment really does help. What did they kill? Reese. That was detrimental to my health. They double stone range me. Alright. Yeah. I see you riding around town with the cards I love, and I'm like, fuck. They blew up my... Damn it. I can start getting in with these losers. Do I regret everything? Yes. Although Rienne I can start giving righty things. You don't have trample. That Casualties of War really hurt. I'm just gonna Gilded Goose. Just give trample? No. I can't even consistently do it yet. Next turn I can cast Rienne. I assume they're gonna attack with Rankle. They attack with more than just Rankle. Color me surprised. Alright, well, I'm gonna overly block. Let's see what my opponent has here. 7 played Korvold. Ah! God. Oh, that casualty really did a number on me. Alright. Don't feel I lost all that much. Yet. They're making a decision on what to do. They decided nothing. Massacre Girl wipes the entire board. Sure. If I top deck an untapped land, then I can Rienne. Interesting. A Johnny. Issue, of course, is that that has Menace. If I use this, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Not a lot. I can't actually cast her. I can play Aurelia. Could give her haste, I suppose. And just start beating in. Sure, let's do that. Hey, that Casualties of War really hurt. Now I assume they can play Korvold. Sack the food. Possibly sack one of the lands, I suppose. But my assumption is they're going to sack the food. Nope, they're going to murder my Aurelia. So yeah, their deck is just Jund mid. Just straight up good old Jund mid. A lot of removal. Just good cards. Seems decent. Seems definitely decent. I don't appreciate any of this. But I'm just going to keep hitting you in the face with my creatures. Alright. I'm going to be very sad if she dies. Alright, I technically lose this race on paper. A Johnny can help a little. Kind of. I was on top of the world until that Casualties of War happens. So here I actually assume they're going to hit that forest. I assume they could hit the forest because they could sack the food for health. Damn. Luckily, I don't have any mana right now, but I am not in the greatest of positions. This I don't think technically helps me. I get a 1 mana rebate, so this essentially is 2 mana. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Not sufficient. Yeah.
Honor and courage.
Let's kick this madness into high gear.
With me.
There'll be nothing but dust when I'm done.
Vigilance. I think I'd be okay trading Rienne for their Korvold. Let me try and get some damage on. Okay. Pretty sure I'm dead, but I want to fight it out. Cool. I die out of nowhere. Wang. That's fine, because I'm going to hop into another game. I don't even care. That was fast. Copy. Paste. Play. Moments. Mere moments to get some Brawl. Absolutely fantastic. If you're looking for, reload gun. Sure, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. If you're looking for, like, more specifics, or you're like, I don't want to play against this deck, or whatever, then I definitely suggest Merchant's Brawl Discord, Brawl Hall. Because then, you know, you can speak directly to the people, and be like, hey, do this instead. Oh, man. If I do this, next turn, I'll have a third. I won't be able to play Crom in that. I think I want Hero down. Okay. This ties up more mana than Temple, so I'm actually just going to do that first. Next turn, I can Temple Tajik, I guess. Tajik can also mentor my hero, which would be nice. My opponent could play the Feather. They don't, so I assume that means they don't have the mana for it. fine with me. Domri's Ambush. I do like that. I want to land. You're not a land, so... Well... I could play Crom Lantern plus Paradise Druid, so I actually think that's fine. Now here I could Domri's Ambush to kill one of these. I think I'm just going to Tajik instead. I'll attack. Make hero a 3/3. Now I can bust through from 6 damage. My hero can't be killed by non-combat damage. It is non-combat damage, right? Yeah. So they'd have to kill Tajik first. And then next turn, I can Crom Lantern plus Paradise Druid, followed by a Tome of the Guild Pact. And I guess Domri's something? Not sure. Tome of the Guild Pact, very helpful. So I might actually want to Crom into Domri's Ambush. This fight? No. Oh my gosh, it's not even fight. Let me just triple check. But a Warlock, then that creature deals... Look, I don't play red-green very often. Hells to the yes. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to Domri's Ambush, target this, target this, target this, kills Feather, makes my Tajik a little bigger so that I can attack with it and Hero, and buff Hero again. That's that good stuff. That's that stuff I like to do. I don't know what I just did or sang. Tomorrow I'll begin my haircut. Don't worry about my just awful hair. It should be dealt with, let's say. Giant Killer, rude! You chopped me down. How could you? So now I can Tome plus Paradiso, which I think I'm fine with. I'm still gonna Smork in there. Next turn, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll be able to play Rienne plus Iron Root, which will make Iron Root huge. It'll be swole AF. My opponent still needs 2 more lands to play Feather. I should be in a good posit Ion. Oh, and they're at 8. Not a lot of multicolored stuff going on right now, but that's fine. Bum, 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 bum. Hotspring is definitely an interesting choice. Can't be blocked. Good choice for buffs. Doing this first, because then I can give... Oh, right. This is not the right one. This is the one that makes it so things can't be countered. Whatever, it's fine.
You want hostile? You got it.
I can just cast her. And then make somebody fight somebody.
What's that? Something smells rotten. Wait, that might be me.
Look, if I don't have to play Rienne, I'm not gonna yet. But my opponent is, in not a great spot. No! Whatever, I still have the buff. Damn it. I don't get the extra creatures, but I do still have the buff. That's fine. That's fine. I assume they have something. Chumpers? Chumpers? And Chumpers? Sure. You having to use buffs defensively, definitely not where my opponent wants to be. Is Righteousness only on blocks? Huh. Why not this in the deck? I guess you can keep getting it back. That makes sense, yeah. Yeah, 1 mana for +7/+7 every turn on Deef. Seems decent. Why am I abbreviating everything? I was about to say, why am I abbreviating things? Dawn of Hope. So if they attack with Dreadhorde Darkness, they can also hit my Domri by using Infuriate on Hushbringer to kill Domri. They choose not to. They might have another buff in hand. Nope. Just put Domri down a little bit. Gonna draw a card? No. Okay, that makes me assume that you have like stuff in your hand, so. I'm doing this because I want them to, if they have a buff, I want them to use the buff on something that can't participate in combat this turn. They could gain life. Or they could gain more life, sorry. I guess I still should have cast Rienne first. Because then Tristani would be at 3. That's fine. I mean, it doesn't actually matter. They came out on top, so they liked what it was. I'm gonna do this. Draw some cards. Gonna play this draw card. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. We are going to smork the hell out of them, yeah. Because this is lethal, they have to block 2... They have to block 2 things. Right? Yeah. Got there. And because it's so fast, I'm gonna chuck myself into another game. Obviously, one of the issues with using something like this is that you don't actually, like, get stuff for it. You know, you don't get progress on your quest or anything. But, you know, Kesslify. It's you. It happens sometimes. Just gotta give him the good old-fashioned, cancel into re-up. Heading uptown to re-up. Back with a couple of keys. Corner blocks on fire. Why, hello. I see there's a mirror happening. Ooh, this is an interesting hand. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. And I think I'm going to play turn 1 Highlands. Probably turn 2 Passage plus Reese. Turn 2 Passage plus Reese seems like the plan. And we're going to grab a white source. We have a Knight of Autumn to blow up any things that are improper for my opponent. Play the Druid to Paradiso. Grab a white source. Excuse me. Now, several things I can do here. Gruul Spellbreaker to get in that early stuff seems nice. Just playing Crown Lantern is also nice, because then I can play Rienne earlier. I don't think I need the aggression as much. I'm willing to trade Reese for Paradise Druid. Because I'm ahead on mana. Yeah. I assumed it was a trade they weren't willing to make. So they have potential 4 mana here. Could see an Outlaw's Refuge, which I can blow up. Nope, just a Damri.
You think I'm crazy? Wait till you see my mates.
Damri plus 2 drop.
They can only punish you if they catch you.
No. Okay. So now I can Gruul Spellbreaker with haste. Attack both there. Put Domri down to 1. Sure, I think that's reasonable. Give you haste. I'm still fine with this trade because, again, I'm still up on mana. This threatens to kill their Domri. They can block Gruul Spellbreaker to kill it and take it down to Domri only being at 1 instead of none. And I'm totally fine with that trade. I get to keep my Reese. Play out as Gilded Goose. Next turn I can play Rienne. Good things. I should be able to kill Domri with my Reese from Rienne's buff. If they play something defensive, then obviously I can't, but... So now they're another turn behind on their... Oh no, they can just play Rienne now. I'm not smart. So they can play Rienne now. I guess I could also just play Rienne now. I assume that's what they're going to play? Yep. Ooh, Domri. No, I should just play Rienne. Yeah. And now we are equal on mana. Would I be willing to block this? No, probably not. Now I'm behind on mana. Not good. What are they playing for 6? Worm would be bad. Is Worm green, green, or red, red? Hydra, equally bad. Although I guess I get to kill their Hydra. Why play Hydra? It's not multicolored. Fudge. So now I'm behind on mana. That's bad. I think I need to develop my mana. I think I need to do this, use Goose. Keep him a little honest. My opponent honestly should probably use Domri to kill my Goose. Now that they see that I'm stuck on 3. We are running 25 lands, but hey, sometimes it's not enough.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you doing something?
Ow. Well, this comes in tapped, but still. Now I have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana.
Duels offer personal. Things are about to get real rowdy.
Okay, so now they can't fight my Huatli's Raptor without losing a creature. Domri currently can't die unless they attack with 2 things. Or they give something trample. I think that covered most of my bases. Fuck. And with one card, they've removed all of my bases. And then they kill my hot laser after. Yep. Pretty sure I've lost now. Actually, I was probably lost when I didn't get my 4th land drop. I get to kill Domri potentially. Let's see. That's a good old-fashioned 13? 12? I can do basic math. 12? Fuck it. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm at 2. What of it? I know I die to a gust of wind. I would much rather use that. I hate everything. It's fine. I guess I just have another flying blocker. Whatever. Issue is I'm pretty sure I'm dead. My opponent has had a bunch of mana, and they haven't been doing anything with it, so I have to assume that it's just removal spells and I'm dead. Yeah, that's me dead. There are fewer multicolored creatures in their deck than mine. This is nonsense. You just want to play big creatures. Oh right, this is standard, not historic. I was gonna say you should play Palladium Moors. Now I just want to play a Palladium Moors big freaking monsters deck. Oh, I have to make that now. Anyway, once again, thanks to a new Brawl deck every day, or every day a new Brawl deck. Change your Twitter name to something a little easier to say. I guess I should call him Ed. It's everyday deck. Like, it's at everyday deck. I'm gonna call this person Ed. Oh, it's their Twitter profile says Ed. It says Ed. I'm so stupid. Why am I so dumb? I'm fucking at school to get a doctorate degree. Fuck. Anyway, big shouts out to them and fucking arenabrawl.net. Neither of them are paying me. I think they're cool stuff for Brawl. Brawl's really fun. When you don't have a ton of time to play like me, especially like on specific days, since Brawl is only really around Wednesday because there's no other way to play Brawl right now. It's great to just be able to say, I want to play a new deck. I don't have time to make a new one. Boom, go to Ed's Twitter account. I'm so mad at myself. It's like, I don't got anyone to play with, and I don't want to bug Merchant's channel on Discord, so I'm gonna get over to arenabrawl.net. Oh, I feel stupid. Man, whatever, dude. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Zen, for their continued support. Fucking the support from everyone on Patreon, even just like on the channel in general. I really appreciate it. Ups and downs come and go, but what's constant is that the people who enjoy my stuff, they enjoy my stuff, and I really do appreciate that. Words are hard. Check out my description for a lot of cool things. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, cast a comment in the comment section down below, pass the turn in the vid to some of your friends, and of course, until next time, I will be one.